Okay, okay.
Street Fighter 6. Fighting round. Unlock casual match. Custom room.
Let's see if Jabal lights coming or not.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Starts off going with fireballs. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Lots of aggression from both sides. Who's it gonna be? There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Goes for the super art? Taking stock. Fireball from very long range. What's next? Player 1 creates a hits him for the stun. This might be over right here. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Checks with a medium kick.
Oh!
Dashes forward. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do? There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Goes for the jump in. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Blocks it. Getting springs forward with the drive rush. Closes with the
Oh, shot in the head.
with the smart stuff. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Takes it, sets up with the jump in. Gets the combo. Hits him with a stop and drop. Medium kick. Close range projectile.
Ah.
What's next? Connects with the throw. Perfect execution with the anti-air.
Oh, nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the weekend. Time to pump out. Player 1 drops hard.
Oh, nice.
Jumping attempt. Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Zones with the fireball. Player 1 has the life advantage. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Low hits. Now the fun begins. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming.
Ah.
Back off. Life lead opens up. Blocks the ambiguous crossbow. Takes a trip. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Lots of distance here as both fighters look for an opening. Springs forward with the drive rush. Pokes with the medium. KO.
Ah.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Shuts that down with a parry. Throws them to negate the block. Rips the slasher out. Shoots off a fireball up close. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. All right, what's coming up next? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. They gotta be careful here because a full drive gauge can erase what life they have left in a flash. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. Spends the meter, hoping for a good return. Burns the gauge and it's showtime! It's the weekend pleasure! So get up to get down! They must have a game plan here with the critical art on deck, but executing that plan is the
I didn't do that.
burnout! Expect the tempo of the match KO!
Oh, nice.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Checks that jump in easily. Now they can go on the offensive. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. KO!
He destroyed me, bro.
Picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Anything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Keeping them away. Goes for the
Ah, bro.
very strong at this range. The rapid fire fist
The fuck?
picks them up. A quick breather. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Genius read.
Bro.
Untouchable.
AJ.
Impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves.
I need to downland him.
Here comes a new challenger.
I need to downland him.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Okay.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player
Yeah.
pushes the opponent into the corner. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Taking
Yeah, he's not surprised.
no more drive gauge. Very solid corner kick. Knockdown. Had the radar up and running. Life lead opens up. This is the perfect range to reach. Springs forward with the drive rush. Gets him.
مش هادي وشنو ميديوم ولا
That'll give them a psychological advantage. Was looking for that jump attack. Checks him with the projectile. Reacts to the burst. Player one needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back.
برا
Pokes with a medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Roughing up the body. Oh, says no to the impact. Big blow. Going in, goes for the fireball. Drive rush to keep it going. Very slick with the combo. This can lead to some big damage. Comes off the tank and scores the win. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Going in. Here comes the corner pressure. Medium kick. Gets it to perfect fireball range. Taking chunks out of each other here. Forward rush. With super hard, reads the jump in perfectly. Raw super hard incoming. Catches them out. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Weekend Wonder. We're in for a good time. Note closes in. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Hunt rushes in.
برا
Back into the corner. What setup do they have? What a statement with that fireball. Are you kidding me? Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Reads the jump in perfectly. Overhead, but it won't work. Both of them are ready for a throw. Player one has the life advantage. All right, what's coming up next? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Life lead opens up.
يا
Gets him. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Got their eye on the air. Dashes up. Very solid corner switch. Neither of them willing to back off. Player one springs forward with a drive rush. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player two will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Fires off the Shifu Hadouken. Both fighters turn out. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Crowns them from above. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Oh man, this is a scary range. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Get out of nowhere. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. I believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Goes for the fireball. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. Below heavy hits. Blocks the jump in. He's gonna make a move. Player two has used up all of their drive gauge. Goes for the throw. Deftly shuts out the jump. Down to the wire. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Taking stops. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player one chases them down. Brings out the super art. How is it gonna work out for them? Goes for the super art KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Carries the projectile from up above. Player two has the meter lead. Goes for the jump in. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Brushes that off and keeps going. Oh, burnout KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done.
Sure you can.
Big counter. The combo's there. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Deftly shuts out the jump. Throws him. What's next? Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Side switch with the back throw. Looking for a chance.
Ah, man.
What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Oh, easy tech. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense.
Oh, no.
KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Got their eye on the air. Goes for the super art. Throws them to negate the block. Very springs forward with the drive rush. Risky up close scrap still going. Player 1 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Going in? The life remaining tells us blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 1 holding on to that corner advance. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Digs in deep to get that drive in. The rapid fire fist sends them off. What'll happen here? They push their way out of the corner. Punish counter sets the table. The next play. Oh, burn out. Did they mean to do that? Player 1 can't use any drive.
I did.
Player 2.
Should be 2 go level 2, bro. My bad. My bad.
They're still at it. No one's willing to step away from a rematch. Gets them with the anti-air. Big, low, reaching heavy. Solid combo. Got their eye on the air. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Anything could happen here. All right. Nice tech. No good up high. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Throws out a projectile. Time's the only thing moving here. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Brushes off the impact.
Ah.
KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Dashes! Grabs him, springs forward with the drive rush. Goes with the fireball. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. What'll happen here? Superb reactions on display. Charges forward. They were right to be on guard there. Breaks it. Turns out. Closing moments of the match. One hit to the flat.
Why not? Why not?
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Reads the jump in perfectly. Hits that with confidence. Player 2, one out goes close somewhere. And now they gotta have a plan for the next round. They're sitting on a full clutch anti-air. Close range projectile. What were they thinking? What are they gonna do? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Scuff him. Oh my, the throw tech. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Oh, no.
Here comes a new challenger.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Raise on the pressure with the projectile. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Overhead. Throws him down. What is he thinking here? At this range, many attacks can connect and stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Checks him with the projectile. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Had the radar up and takes a trip. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 2 gets him. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checks with a medium. Shoots off a fireball up close. Still very early in the round. Hits them with a stopping block. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Both drive rush to keep it going. Players, they're going for the super art. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Crashes out the cage right there. Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this curtain wall to deal the cash money damage they need. We're so close to the end of the round that it may not matter that both fighters are burned out. This is gonna hurt. Impact. That amazing.
I'm dead.
Attitude got them the win. The final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Final round. Ground from above. Up into the air off the just cool. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Maximum strike. Player 2 with the rhythm owning that space. Shakes things up with a fireball. They trade hits.
Dead.
Combo finishes it.
GG.
Player 2 made all the right moves. And this
I did. I made 5 left. Double 2.
they're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Checks with the projectile. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Player 1
Nice.
the opponent into the corner. The combo's there. Trips them up. Very
What?
nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Low kicks are a no-go.
Bruh. He did kick. I got.
Life lead opens up. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Big, low, reaching heavy. Goes for the super art. The super doesn't hit. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. That was a well-placed projectile. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Jump.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? The jump in is denied. Springs forward with the drive rush. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Gets the knockdown, and now... Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Shows the medium kick. Blocks the impact. Fires off the Shiku Hadouken. Knockdown and... Can they keep on him? Zones with the fire. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Drive rush to keep it going. Looking for a chance. Springs forward with the drive rush. Can they create enough? It's a good spot to use the super. Oh, in with the rush. What a finish. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Definitely shuts out the jump. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. The low kick connects. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with some KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Checks them with the projectile. Carries the drive rush to keep it going. Checks with a medium kick. Rips the slasher out. Player 1 has the right lead. Can they use it? Breaks those shins. Player 2
Nice.
looks to apply pressure here. Up into the air off the just cool. Shows the medium kick. Connects with medium kick. Right lead is there, but still an in there. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Drive boosted Hado. With the throw. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be.
Ay, ay, ay. What?
Stays cool encounters. Knockdown. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Takes a trip. Anything could happen here. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Taking stock. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Grabs him. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player 1 will have there's the
Nice. Nice defense, bro.
letting that go on, wraps it up.
Nice defense.
Player 2 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Medium kick. Who's going to start things off? Can't tech the throw. Overdrive check. Risky up close scrap still going. Player 2 can't use it. You're being too impressed with this sweeper. Oh, let's go. Drive gauge gap here. What'll happen here? Player 1 is working. Oh, burnout triggered. The rapid fire fist sends him though. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around.
No way.
Into the corner. Goes for the farm. Impact. So little life left. Drops him hard. Connects with the throw. What are they gonna do? Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Close range projectile. Jumps, springs forward with the drive rush. They've got him though. Nice air slasher. Quick medium, gotta do better than that.
No way, bro.
Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me. Are these two gonna fight forever? How is this rematch going to play out? Are we gonna witness a blow up here? Shoots off a fireball up close. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Player 1 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. What's the play here?
Heavy.
Build the drive parry here, open things up for them. Knockdown. Checks them with the projectile. Parries to cancel the fireball. Feeling out the spacing. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Alright, what's coming up next? They block the overhead, and the rapid fire fist sends them up. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. That's how you do it. When you've got that super arc, they saw a path and they took it. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Who's going to start things off? Dashes forward. Pokes with a medium kick. Okay, creating some drive rush to keep it going.
Ah, man.
Dashes up. Up into the air off of just cool. Player 1 is not in a good place health-wise. The low. A quick breather. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Low heavy, but no go. Player 1 breaks it. Smashes out the cage right there. This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. Block super art incoming.
Ah, no.
Player 2 can't use any
GG.
combo finishes it.
Oh, I kept seeing GG. Ah, that was good.
Player 2 faced the giant and walks away unscathed.
That was good, bro. That was good.
Here comes a new challenger.
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on. There we go. What are these fighters going to do? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Still slugging it out here. No good up high. Player 1 has the life lead. Misfire with the drive impact. Alright. Starts off zoning with fireball. Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive art anyway just to show they're not gunshot. The jump in is denied.
Oh, nice.
Knockdown.
Ah, second throw, Murat.
At this range, many attacks
Nice thing.
connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Life lead opens up. Parries the projectile. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning step. Projectile to try and change the situation. Holds out with the block. Digs in deep to get that drive in. KO! Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now?
Second throw.
Strings it all together. Player 2 has the life advantage. Shoots off a fireball up close. A quick breather. Both fighters having a full super art gauge means positioning is critical here. The low heavy's blocked.
Shoryuken!
Tries them open with a Shoryuken. Checks with a medium kick. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Cross that off! Experiencing burnout. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Flatline goal. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? It's time for both fighters. Uses the gauge for a super art. Gets it all on the full meter. You know what that means? It's time for the weekend. Player 2. Ooh, what a smart blow. Close range projectile. Big parry. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Player breaks it. Player 1 is looking face out the low kick. Do it to him. Show the people what they came to see, Ryu.
What's wrong? Get up!
Dangerous range here. Crowns him from above. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 can't use any drive boost.
No way, bro. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Done.
I swear. I don't do that.
Straight up outplayed them. Talk about a
Ah.
situation. It's not over
Game
yet.
hate me, bro.
Best believe it's time for that run back. Reads the jump in perfectly. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. This is going to hurt. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Player 2, perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Going in, Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive replaces. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Both fighters planning something? This is blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 1 bends the meter, hoping for perfect KO. They were in full control there.
Ryu wins.
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Parries to cancel the fireball. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Pressuring them in the corner. Both fighters have used up the generous of looking to cook them up, weaving that super art into the combo. The jump in catches them. All right, what's coming up next? Projectile to try and change the situation. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Drive lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow?
Bro!
Player 2
Okay.
picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Springs forward with the drive rush. Drive boosted, hello! They decide to hang back and rethink their game. Drive rush to keep it going. Medium kick hits. Big throw. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner. Pokes with a medium kick. A quick breather. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Oh no, they're stunned. Got him up against the wall, and the stun is there. Life lead is there. Oh, burnout triggered. Turning it right up.
Actually,
with
dude.
the super. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. Did not miss that chance and takes the round.
من دي الآخر. level 2. بطل أبغى.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Movement with the fireball. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player 1 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up here. We have a super art on deck. Expect to brush that off and keep going. Turning it right up with the super. Weekend winner. We're in for a good time. This setting is all on the drive rush. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. What now? Catches them out. Slow, heavy, but no go. What a finish. Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Parries to cancel the fireball. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Checks with the projectile. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Strings it all together. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Impacts a no-go. Good job blocking the jump.
Nice check.
Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs.
Nah.
That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Shows a medium kick. Checks him with a projectile. Knockdown and they decide to hang back and rethink. Springs forward with the drive rush. What's the next move? Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Drive rush to keep it going. Anti-air drops him. Drive gauge gap here. The opening on that impact. Will they take it? Time to reassess the situation? So, what's next? Uses the parry so the opponent can't dictate the pace of the round. Goes for the rush. Jump. They return to center stage. Oh, could be the start of something. Both fighters have a full super drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 rushes that off and keeps going. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. You've got to be mindful of charges up the in there.
I did TP.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws a fireball. Springs forward with a drive rush. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Forward rush. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. A jump in? Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Sticks out a kick, drills him from above. What now? Will this super art do anything? Oh, putting the cherry on top. Sits him down with the super. Now that's how you take a round. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight. They're still at it. No one's willing to step away from a rematch. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Rips a slasher out. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Both sides looking for an opening. Their drive gauge is running low, but they use an overdrive art anyway just to show they're not gunshot. Who's it gonna be? Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Gets the jump in. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds. Oh! And they convert this punish counter opportunity into something. Knockdown. Neither of them willing to back off. Takes a trip. Next hit will end the round. Will this super art connect? KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Shoots off a fireball up close. Parries to cancel the fireball. Parries the projectile. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important.
Oh.
Player springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 will need to play it conservative. It's a good spot to use the
Allah.
spins in all of the full meter. You know what that means? It's time for the weekend. Drive rush to keep it going. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 will look to apply pressure. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Drive time. Shows the low. But all the throw connects. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Fires off an air drive rush. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. What are they gonna do? Chops him hard. A jump solid and that lands. What now?
Oh no.
The counter here. Here comes the new. The throw is coming. Oh man, denied. Keep cool and knocks him out. And all planned out. I've seen a lot of fights in my day.
Wow.
But nothing even comes close to this one.
Whew.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. What are they thinking here? Player 1 has the life lead. Backs them into the corner. This is going to hurt. Starts with a jumping. Player 2 is almost dead. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Projectile to try and change the situation. Pokes with a medium kick. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? Sees it coming and blocks it out. So, what next? Rips the slasher out. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Drive boosted Hadouken. Utilizes the parry here to try and establish the pace. Springs forward with the drive rush. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Midway point of the round. Time to get serious. Jump? It's a good spot to use the super. Yo, are they actually dead? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
Sure you can.
Big counter.
Nice.
Sticks the combo. An aggressive attack. Still slugging it out here. Down to the wire. Utilizes an overdrive R pair to tack on just a little more damage. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Shoots off a fireball up close. The jump-in is denied. All right, what's coming up next? Parries to cancel the fireball. They break forward to pressure the opponent. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Trying to read each other here? Good parry here to try and make something happen. Rolling Sova.
Nice.
There's the drive-in touch that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. KO.
Ay, ready là.
Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Are we going to see a good spot?
Ah, no.
Brings out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big. Dealing a nice chunk of damage. What up? There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 needs to use the front of the corner here. The rapid fire fist sends him up. We have super R punch flawless round. They got him so quick. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Still slugging it out here. All right. Goes for the fireball. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Very solid corner switch. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. What a finish. Great meat on the life gauge there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Was looking for that jump attack. Pokes with the medium thing. Chucks him with the projectile. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Feeling out the spacing. Rips the slasher out. Springs forward with the drive rush. The overhead breaks the rhythm and shakes things up. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Running up is a good spot to use the super move. Burns the gauge and it's showtime. It's a weekend pleasure.
That's extra.
Get up to get down. Player one is not in a good place health-wise, but with a super art in play, it's still not raw critical. What's gonna happen? In there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Uses their drive gauge. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. A parry? Blocks. Fires off an air slasher. Player two has gotta work some magic with his limit. Sees the overhead coming. Looking for a hole. Both fighters desperately want meter here. Changes the pace with the fire. Oh, could be the start of something. Parries the fireball. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Shows off the tap. Sets up with the jump in. Flips it. Player one can't let this sit. Closes it out. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Zones with the fireball. Runs that off and keeps going. Who gained control of the match in the early going? Player two with the life lead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? They're not gonna.
Bruh.
All right, what's coming up next? Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Projectile to try and change the situation. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Does a good job of pushing back. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. Sticks the combo. Player one can't use it. This stun might mean the end of this round. Player burnout activate. This is a critical point of the round. Good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Denies the jump in. Goes for the super art. Good ride. They've got to nail the inputs to keep this up. Player two has a slight life lead. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? It'll be interesting to see how they decide to fill up their super art gauges here. They were expecting that drive impact. Throws a fireball. Barely blocks the hits him with a stop and block. Running up a beatdown. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Knockdown and knew the throw was coming. Even the slightest hit may end. Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Open, drops him hard. It's time for connects with the throw. Player two won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Okay, here we go. Oh, combo! Let's go! Oh, my God! Getting it all on the drive rush! Escapes the corner! Range projectile! Hopes with the kick! Excellent block! Oh, the throw connects! What are they gonna do? Carries the fireball! Quick medium pump impact! Squash! They're using a fireball to force a reaction! What'll be the plan here? Flatline zone!
Woo!
That bank account ready because that fight
Oh
is
my God.
easy money!
Choose a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this round. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. Puts one in the pocket. It's the start of the round.
Oh no.
Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Player 2 with the life lead.
Nice.
All right. Dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Knockdown. Throws him. What's next? They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Takes a trip. Shoots off a fireball up close. Did well to get the buff in there. There's space to make something happen here. Springs forward with a drive rush. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the
I jumped a lot.
A brave forward jump there to start. Okay, they trade hits. Medium kick hit. Jump. Drive rush to keep it going. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. They decide to take a breather to regroup. What'll happen here? We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. They gotta press here to take advantage of this drive down. Throws a fireball. Looks to add more pressure by... Ooh, does him dirty. Jumps! Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Utilize the parry here to try and establish the pace. Coming all in with a rush! Notice a fireball at that range? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ah, genius leads with that throw escape. Throws a fireball. Player 2 needs to use that drive game better if they want to take things back. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. You've got it willing to risk it for the overdrive. Player 2, this is gonna hurt. Reads the throw and escape. Overdrive, go! Shows off a parry. Ooh, you never know what goes to the air. Throws them. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. They are not getting close to each. Fakes out the low kick. The low kick hits. Solid anti-air. Somehow manages to put leg shit. Super hard to show up what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Do it to them. Show the people what they came to see, Ryu.
What's wrong? Get up.
Player 2 is on track to steal this back after that super. This is a critical moment.
Oh no, I'm dead.
Are you kidding me? Clinches the win, but that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that good one. Adds a bit of OD spice there. Jump meets them air to air. They're trading attacks. Gets the jump in. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Knockdown. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Taking stock. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. Takes a trip. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Down to the wire. Cleans up the round, ending it with a powerful drive impact. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Projectile to try and change the situation. Parries to cancel the fireball. This is gonna be bad news. Player uses the game for a super arm. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
What's wrong? Get up.
Player 1 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range.
Nice.
Knockdown and drive usage is back on the table. Close range projectile. Shut that down with a parry. want to stay out of the corner. Can this drive bring them back? Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Hits them with the
Nice.
a real test of nerves here. What'll be the plan here? Oh, burnout.
Nice, nice.
This is the final round. Expect
Timing is good.
fireworks. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc.
Nice.
The jump in. The throw mid. All in with a rush. That last round featured a lot of offense from mid-range while the fighters dance around each other. What's going to happen in this round? There's a burnout. Connects with the throw. Player 2 with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? They're taking a step back. Solid anti-air. The low kick hits.
Para.
Straight to the corner. This may be bad news. Hits the drive. What a finish.
GG.
Comes away with the win.
Practice. Training. Training room. Ryu.
Gotta make my own highlights. It's time to heat up for the fight of my life. Show 'em what I got, 'cause you know that it's my time.
Sure thing. Let's dance.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let us round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Who's it gonna be? Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Trips him up. Both fighters have no meter. Who's going to make the first move? Oh, easy catch. The grab misses. Checks him with the projectile. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. Connects with medium kick. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Jumps in. Knockdown and player 2. Oh, in there. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now and everything from here on out is so vital. Big counter. Checks with a medium kick. Checks him with a projectile. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. You've got to be mindful of reaching jump-ins at this range. Low heavy. Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. A real test of nerve here. How did they anticipate that jump-in? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? They are letting it fly from the get-go. Drive time. Leaning on the overdrive. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Looking for a chance. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Checks with them and whiffs. They're wide open.
GG.
As the Vulcan blast seals the deal, nothing stops this train. Punish counter sets the table. Hoses them. Player two connects with the throw. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Just go for it. They're in range. With the solar plexus strike. Links it. The next touch may decide this round. Player two.
No, I did that.
But that could have been anyone's game.
Oh, bro, I lost so much.
Could have called that.
No way, bro.
Not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Hit them with a stopping block. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to dig in. Sticks the combo. Neither of them willing to back off here. Knockdown. Big counter. Gets the knockdown, and now throws him. What's next? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Checks with a medium kick. Each hit is so important here. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously right now. Shows a medium kick. Medium KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player one kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. But they didn't need it. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Medium kick hits. Time's the only thing moving here. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Throws a fireball. Sandblast. Goes for the jump in. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. The low kick hits. Still scrapping. Burnout activates. Ooh, you never. The low. Throws them. Amazing. Knew the throw was coming. Sticks out a kick. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Player two can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. The low block. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? Fireball taps him on the toe. Flatlines him. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Throws a fireball. Nails the anti-air. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Plays on the pressure with the projectile. The drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Player two has been really leaning on that drive gauge. Takes a trip. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Big, low, reaching heavy. KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. A projectile to try and change the situation. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. They're at the drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Big opportunity coming.
Ah!
Grabs and throws a pin next with the throw. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Throws a fireball. And this drive brings them back. Player 1, this can lead to some big damage. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that space. Beats him down. Super. Now that's how you take a round. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about
Jamie, shit. I hate Jimmy.
Fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play.
Okay.
Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? This is a real back and forth match for Cena. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. The drink level's up to 4.
Ah!
Options are on the table. All right, what's coming up next? Medium kick hits. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Player 2 can't use any more drive without burning out. They gotta take advantage.
No way! I'm gonna lose like this.
Play with the throw.
Oh, never mind.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Projectile to try and change the situation. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink?
Ah!
Medium kick hits. A quick breather. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Both fighters planning something? Come upstairs. Overdrive Hashogaki kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up?
What?
Uses this opportunity to really lay into the
Oh, nice.
with a damaging combo. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to get tons of
Oh no! Ah, they got it.
Goes for the fireball. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. The jump in is denied. Got their eye on the air. Goes for the drive rush there. Neither of them willing to back off here. The drink level's at 4.
Oh, nice.
Inhibitions are out the window. KO.
Ah, one jump, it's over.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night.
Yeah.
What else can they get away with? Blocks the motion.
Bro, he can drink?
Shows the medium kick. Shoots off a fireball up close. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Holds out with the block. Brushes that off and keeps going. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. A parry? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Jump?
He did.
Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. The Getsuga Saiho hits. We're about to see a freestyle frenzy with no retake. Player 1 has the deck stacked against them. Can they squeeze out a win here? No knockdown of the low heavy.
Ah.
That was
Jeez.
a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins.
Hey, Jamie.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
Bro.
The throw hits. Now the fun begins. The low kick connects. Great block on that ambiguous cross.
Nah.
All right. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in?
Bro.
Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Trips them up. The throw connects for counter hit damage. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Throws a fireball here.
Nice.
Maybe as a simple zoning strat. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. All right, what's coming up next?
No way.
Throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Side switch in the corner. They need to rely on their instincts here. Quick breather. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball. The kick.
Ah.
Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Medium kick hit. It's a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 chases them down. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
Now we need.
This is a tournament. They gotta turn it around. Looking for a champ. Crowns him from above. Noticeable life lead. Oh my god, what a KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. What an opening statement there.
Champ.
Listen.
Ah.
Good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 2 with the rhythm owning that space.
Oh, come on.
Strikes and eats it. Throws them.
Stay there.
Perfectly.
Wow, wake up medium, bro.
Player 1 needs to use their drive move and getting it all on the drive rush. Okay, nobody blink. A jump. There's a burnout. Wait, listen. Will it be the damage or the setup? No one could have.
Woo. That was close.
Player 1 is gonna be watching replays
Oh,
of this
God.
one for a while. They really.
Was really close. I hate this matchup. Oh no. I see. No way.
New challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Let us be round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking their opponent. Check with the projectile. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Lays on the pressure with the projectile.
Oh no.
Player 2
Like-
will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. All right, cross up block. Okay, they trade hits. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. How much damage can they deal before the
No way,
drive
bro.
replenishes? All right, what's coming up next? At this range,
Okay.
many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Taking stock. Drive gauge finally recovers. Just out of range for that throw. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
Round 2.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now?
Okay.
From low heavy to Throws a fireball. Hits him with a 1, 2, 3. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen?
I'm dead.
Counter gives him a
I hope he
great
did level 3.
big damage. Peppers him with a psycho blitz. Genius. Oh, burnout triggered. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fire. Okay. Oh.
Nah, never mind. 69.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Jump.
The last round.
Oh, nice.
Both absolute all in with a rush.
Nice.
High air in the butt.
Ooh.
Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Player 2 can't let this simmer. It got
Oh, I'm dead.
falls flat into the guard frame. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Confirms the reservation for the cycle chain. That's
Yeah.
an exclusive state and comes in punching back. Good workout. Oh, here we go. Player 1 may be able to pull a back.
Ah, blah. GG.
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match. Get up and tell him what's good. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that weapon. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Still slugging it out here. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Takes a trip. Combo with the target combo. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Gets them. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Gets carried to the corner. With a psycho blitz. A quick breather. Not cracking under pressure. Player 2.
Bro.
Drive attack isn't going to work.
Yeah, fucking speed.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Okay, jump on start and see what happened.
The last round. It's now or never. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Both fighters are raring to go. Smart play with the throw. Matt and eats it. All in with the rush. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive on it. Player 1 with a slight lead. Will they? There's a burnout. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Reads the throw and escapes. Where the nothing stops this train. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. What now? Shakes things up with a fireball.
Nah, dead.
Going in. All in with a rush. They're just gonna go for it with
GG.
the super. Player 1 can't use any control burnout. They need to do that.
That means GG.
Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. It is over.
Ah, man.
Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it.
I gonna watch her play. What's her?
Here comes a new challenger.
Okay, last game I think. Yeah.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Goes for the fireball. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Neither of them willing to back off. Sticks the combo. No more drive gauge. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Knockdown. In a dire situation. KO.
Okay.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Oh, nice.
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Goes for the rush. Porter makes it tough, hits him with a stopping bomb. How will they manage their drive? Just goes for it at this range. Sunrise Festival. Can they ride the beat to the end?
What the heck, bro?
Good situation with a meter advantage. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Risky up-close scrap still going. Burnout, but they may have a plan here. Are we Shinku Hadouken? A jump? Ground them from above. Oh, here we go. Great closes it out.
Yeah.
Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. We are here in the
Jump.
first round.
There we go.
Which one of them will let their fists do the top? Big counter. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Taking stock. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Good job blocking the jumping. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Still very early in the round. Jump, overdrive, jack. Knockdown. Still scrapping for control of the space.
Wow.
Jumps in. Blocks a low heavy. And, what's this? What's gonna happen? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Maximum strike. Going in. Player 2, there's a burnout. What are they gonna do? Blocks it. All the throw connects. Player 2 links it. Flatlines them. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that weapon. Gets a risky buff in. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Knockdown. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Somehow push a KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Overdrive arm. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. The super doesn't hit. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. A quick breather, still slugging it out at this range. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. That's the counter. And they create an opportunity for themselves to steal the last bit of OD spice.
Nice.
Wall splash into the guard break. That combo finishes it. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Open sets up with the jump in. The last round. It's now or never. Gets the counter. All in with the rush. Machine gun uppercut. Player charges up the plasma. What now? Player 2 needs to wait this out. It burns out. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation. Sees the overhead coming. Reads the jump in perfectly. Oh, right up the line now. Seeing that Soviet needs to push forward. What a finish! Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Trips him up. Drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Can't take
What
throw.
the fuck?
All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Let's off the projectile to waste time. Gets the jump in. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 can build off this lead. Gets them with the anti-air. Throw escape. Goes with burnout activates. A quick breather. Player 1 has an empty drive gear. This is a very hit them with a stop and drop. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages an excellent block. Player 2 will look to put him up against the wall, and the sun is there. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. So we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? They couldn't tech the throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.